Hi friends, welcome to Vijay Tech 360. In this video, we are going to see about the how to create the application load balancer in AWS console. So let's navigate it to AWS console. So right now I was on the AWS console and I opened the Elastic Load Balancer. So if you want to find, you need to click on the services and click on the EC2 instance or EC2. So if it will open the EC2 dashboard, just scroll down on the left side. And under the load balancing, you can find the load balancers. Just click on the load balancers and the load balancing screen will be open. So this is how it look like. So once if you want to create a load balancer, just click on the create load balancer. See, we have three types of load balancers: application load balancer, network load balancer, and classic. So earlier we have only the classic and application load balancer. So the difference between the classic and application is it supports the TCP IP protocols, whereas application load balancer only supports the HTTP and HTTP. It doesn't support the TCP protocols. So classic load balancer will support all the three, but if your application needs a purpose with TCP or IP protocols, then you need to go for the classic load balancer. If not, you can go for the application load balancer. We have one more called a network load balancer. So it is fully based on the network performance. So you can see it over here. When you need a ultra high performance and static IP address for your application, then you need to go for a network load balancer. So right now I'm going to create the application load balancer. So you need to click on the create. Then once you click on the create, you have to give the name. So right now I was giving a name as a demo testing. So there are two types of scheme. One is internet facing, the other one will the internal. So internet facing is like we can access this application load balancer by using internet. Internal means within your VPC you can going to be access. So we are going to create the internet facing. So the next one is IP address. We have two types, IPv4 and IPv dual stack, means it will comes with the IPv6 also. But right now I am going to only use IPv4. And when it comes to listeners, you have to tell that what type of words your application load balancer should listen. So here we have an option have a HTTP and other one will be the HTTPS. So if you want to use your HTTPS, you need to provide the certificate for HTTPS request. So right now I'm going to use only the HTTP, which is going to port 80. And you need to select the availability zone, which means that this application load balancer is going to serve for this availability zone. So based on your region, it will list the availability zones. So I was selecting all the availability zones. Next we have a tags. If you want to give tags, you can give. If it is for a demo purpose or a learning purpose, you need not to give. Just go to security settings. Since we didn't select the HTTPS, so we need not to do anything with the step 2. Next we need to go for a security groups. So in this security groups, we are going to create a new and same name I'm going to give as a demo testing security group. So make sure that whatever you have protocols which you are listening, you should allow them in a security group also. So HTTP I'm going to give, and it is a TCP protocol and 80 port number, and source may be from anywhere, which means accessible to the internet. So next you need to give the configure routing. So here the target groups, if you have an existing, it will show here. If not, you need to create here. So right now, just for testing, I am creating a new target group. A new target group is nothing but a backend system or an EC2 instance. So name I am going to give as a demo testing target group. Okay, this is going to be my name, and target type will be the instance. So we are using EC2 instance, that it is going to be, and protocol it is going to use HTTP, and 80 is the port number. And when it comes to health checks, it is going to use the HTTP/root directory. So no need of bothering of all those. So just click on the advanced health settings. These are very important. So healthy threshold means it is going to check 5 times whether that instance is going to be healthy or not. So before sending a request to that server, the application load balancer will test 5 times whether that instance is healthy or not. If it found 2 times unhealthy, then it is not going to send that request to that particular EC2 instance. So the timeout is like it should get a response back from that server within 5 seconds. And interval, this is the time it is going to wait for that particular request. So within this time, that request should be fulfilled. So right now I am going to give 6. Always make sure that the interval should be greater than the timeout. And success code, if you are using HTTP, if it is a web application, so you can use 200 as an success code. So I am keeping as it is. And next, click on the register targets. So here we are going to see the EC2 instance which are available here. If there is any EC2 instance available, we can select them and click on the add to register. Since there is no EC2 instance in my account, so it is not showing. So if you want to, once if you register, it will show here. So right now I am not going to add any sort of EC2 instance route. So just I click on the review. So just review all those what you had done earlier. So if any disturbance is found, you just go there and modify according to that by clicking the previous button, and just click on the create if you want to create the load balancer. So now the load balancer is in a creation stage, and you can just click on the demo testing. So it will navigate it to here, and what you have to see is state. So in this state right now it is provisioning and it has to come as an active. So I will wait up to it comes as an active. So right now the state is changed to active. So you can make use of this elastic load balancer. And if you can see that the ARN Amazon resource name, and if you scroll down you can see the DNS name, and this is the name which you are going to use in the web. So if you copy paste this one, so temporarily available because there are no EC2 instance is attached to it, so that's why it is showing as temporarily unavailable. So you can see that it is an internet facing, and if you don't wish to have a subnet you can remove them, and if you want to change the security group you can change it over. So this is all how we can create the application load balancer. And in next video I am going to add the new EC2 instance to that this application load balancer, and we can see how it is going to work. I hope it helps you. Thank you.